Do you know what this means? Huh? Episode 3, guys. Episode 3, season 2. Guys, welcome back to the Friends of Football podcast. My name is Elijah Oko, and as you can see, we are the three of us, the usual suspects. To my left,
Elijah Oko.
Come on, bro.
What, man?
At Elijah Oko.
You know one day you won't be here and I need to present.
Yeah, but you love my name so much, and you just want to call yourself Elijah Oko, right?
It's too long.
Yeah?
I can't go with
You just want to say Elijah Oko is sexy.
Okay.
Please.
Sorry, guys.
It'll make you more appealing. Yeah.
Ni OT Baba, and I'm excited about Apana, Eli is the chairman. He's clearly gone out there and stated his ambitions of being the Gor Mahia chairman. So I leave him that status.
Nataka mbaya sana. I would want to be the Gor Mahia chairman. I've said it here on record.
Yeah, and tell them your assistant.
Eh?
Yeah, who would be your...
Let's just go down there. He can't take you.
Let's leave that decision.
You support all the teams that Gor Mahia plays against. How can he take you?
Oti baba utaanza makontroversi mingi. Utaanza kupasha members wetu. Ni watu wa mwezi ama hata utaenda kuambia player.
Unasema hivyo na
Sasa hata we revoke that chairmanship.
unasema hivyo na
It's over.
FFP milioni na kuandikianga usome. Na unasema sasa
Sasa hivi wapi?
But anyway, subscribe to Friends of Football if you find yourself liking this content. We are on Facebook also at Friends of Football.
Kopia na OnlyFans.
OnlyFans ni yako peke yako. Tuko pia Twitter at Friends of Football. So like our social media handles to get the latest news. Tumekuwa na a lot happening this week. Eli, take us away, man.
Guys, a lot has been happening. First of all, I hope you guys have had a good week. I've had a great week. Ogutu, I hope you've had a great week. Kamsa? Alright. Imran? You know, it's important to check on your niggas, eh?
Mbona una check on your niggas
Check on your boys.
Uko kidu nini kuanzia Monday?
But the week has started on Monday. How can you check on someone's week? How can you check on someone's week on Monday?
Wewe niaje kupoa? My girlfriend is the one who deserves a phone call, a text, every
This is
single
Elijah Uko Pole. I don't know.
Yeah, so you cannot take her space. No, that's a very private and special place. Lakini oi, kuna judge inameka debut hapa. Ukiona hii inamaanisha something. The KPL is back.
Something's cooking.
FKF Premier League is back.
Betking Premier League, wacha kusema hapa.
Hawajalipa sponsorship hapa.
Itakam.
Okay. Yeah, mtakam. When you come on board, we'll call it the Betking Premier League for sure.
Wasume dogo account ya nini? Iende tu fiti kwa account ya federation.
Lakini pia wasitume kwa ya Imran. Anjo atapelekana maji.
Imran is important to the people, to a lady. Watu watapata ndo hapo send that money to Imran Otieno and support it.
Yeah, I back him up and I'm excited. Maze, football is back. Betking Premier League walisema the latest that the league can start is 20th November. Other than that,
well,
man.
Who said that? Betking Premier League ama FKF Premier League? Let's be
Sasa tushaga na ndio inakuja kwa account yangu so nishaanza
come on board kwa podcast. No trust toko tunasema Betking Premier League. But before that is the FKF Premier League.
Okay, sawa. The FKF Premier League. Hata chairman ndio huyo. Hata chairman.
Because he shaved his head.
Chairman, you follow the chairman. Yes.
Yeah, FKF Premier League say that the latest that the league can start is 20th November. And later than that, the league won't be complete. We had Raila Odinga, alikuwa Two Rivers. I know we have a lot in store.
So Baba akiongea, that's the gospel truth.
Okay, I don't want to get to politics.
No.
I don't want to get into politics. This is a football podcast, so I won't divulge back to Raila Odinga, but there was that deal between Two Rivers and he hinted a resumption of sports.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the guidelines that were submitted to the Ministry of Sports, and there was a letter written by Barry Otieno, who is the FKF
CEO.
Yeah, the FKF CEO. He wrote a letter and asked the ministry to resume sports, especially football. Man, it's been a long time coming since the last game I went to was Kariobangi Sharks versus Naivas. And for you was Mashemeji Derby.
On my birthday, yeah.
Yeah. For me it was Kariobangi Sharks versus Naivas. So it's been 7 months, man. I'm craving that local football.
Yeah, we need to go to the stadiums. I mean, we've been going to these local pitches of ours. Hakuna stands.
Where we are tear gas.
Tunapigwa tear gas. I mean, it's been a lot of, mayhem in our local football scene. But finally, at least we're making headway in terms of resumption of sports and contact sports. Non-contact is being played as resumed, but now contact sports. That's football, rugby, basketball.
Non-contact, just for our viewers, they become a chess.
Yeah, chess.
Hakuna jimbi kwa chess.
Hakuna mazee. Hakuna ugali, utahitaji ugali.
So unaweza piga semolina yako ndogo ya ndogo, no pressure. Na spaghetti na noodles.
But guys, the FKF this week released the fixtures for the new season, the 2020-21 season. I was really impressed by the way. We need to commend FKF on a good job. It was well done. The branding was good. I love the way they announced the fixtures and the graphics, man. It was quite professional. I don't know about you guys, man. Obutu seems like ni kama FKF hafanya kitu.
No, wanna try.
Wanatry.
Yaani simsema banaandika alienda pale akaambia wasema jamaa kwa press conference.
Hizi sema hiyo. Wewe ndio umesema hiyo. Sema kitu kama hiyo.
Unataka future employer. Nataka mimi bale this political aspirant. But anyway guys, I think Elijah is right. It's good. Nakumbuka hapa Imran akisema mazee inafaa tu step up our game. Akituonyesha sijui pale UG wazee wanaleta players na ndugu.
KCCA.
So, yeah. It's a good step.
For me, I really enjoyed the branding of the FKF Premier League. The way they released the fixture, as in it really trend and it kept guys on toes. Hawakutoa fixtures tu ati these are the fixtures and you guys check out whatever. Ilikuwa alphabetical order, so it started with FC Leopards, Bandari and so on and so forth. So it was exciting and I think the last team ilikuwa Zoo, which was released in the evening. So guys were anticipating. And team ka Wazito, I think Wazito was one among the last teams for the fixtures to be released. And Wazito also did a good job because fixture list ikitokea, like for example, if Bandari ilitokea and in that list of 5 games walikuwa wachezana Wazito, Wazito used to they updated it. So I think hadi ikafika kwa Wazito, the full 5 fixtures were released. Ilikuwa good anticipation. I love the branding. Although kulikuwa na few hitch, I think team ya Nzoia had like 2 clashing fixtures, but it was corrected. Yeah. So kudos to you guys, man. We're hoping to partner with you and take football to the next level. Tumekuwa tukingoja hiyo because I think tulikuwa tunasema in Tanzania there is that like the way they're unveiling players, there is that banter between Simba and Yanga.
Yeah, and there's that hype, that is not there in the local football scene.
Yeah, and also just to mention it, vile fixture list ilitokea, I think Bidco waliona, hey man, we're being left behind now. They created a Twitter account, so they are the newbies in the Kenya Premier League, and they also created a Twitter account.
I was quite surprised by that. I was tweeting and I wanted to tag the Bidco United Twitter handle. It wasn't there.
Inakuletea Bidco Africa.
Bidco Africa nikashanga.
No attack tu.
Hapana, Bidco is the company bana.
Yeah, jezi mnaeka hapa kwa all.
Kwanza by the way, we need to be talking to this team. Wanafaa majezi zao zinafaa kwa hapa.
Only big kuna hadi side.
Paka hii side nyingine, there's a lot of space, man. Advertisements. No space hapa. And of course, maposta nini uta create.
Na pia kupika.
Unaweza kuwapa.
Wewe wacha maneno kupika. Wacha maneno kupika.
Sinasema tunatumia Bidco oil. Tunatumia Bidco oil.
Kupika.
Na unga ugali pia man.
Na pia soap ya kuoga, oga na Bidco bana.
Yeah, so the match day 1 fixtures were released also. So on the 21st of November, that's when we're going to have the first games of the new Premier League. And what caught my eye is that Tusker is going to play Gor Mahia again. Last time out it was Tusker, the away team, and this time it's Gor Mahia, which is going to be the away team. And Matano was whooped 5-2, 5 of the very best. The goals, it was quite an interesting game. Goals galore, beautiful goals. Kina
Mushiri. Muguna grabbed the brace also.
Muguna pia. So this time round, we're hoping to see fireworks. Lakini game takuwa pale Kinoru. I don't know if we'll be allowed to travel to Kinoru. That's a very good road trip. I don't know about you guys.
We have to see that game bana.
Yeah, we want to go to the stadiums, India. Yeah.
As friends of football, we're not promising, but we're hoping that we'll be there.
But what has impressed me most is the branding of FKF Premier League. They seem to have taken their time to, think about the branding, And I think that's what we just wanted. It shouldn't be just because the fixtures must be released, you're just releasing it. It should be you're taking your time and you're giving us a good product to consume. And it was really good. There was a lot of fun engagement there. So I hope the way mumeanza ni venye mtamalizia. So come the end of the season, that same energy will still be there or even more.
Yeah, and there was a time, I think it was back in 2018, season 2018 KPL ikianza. I think KPL had a good sponsorship. I think walikuwa renew sponsorship with Sofapaka. Not Sofapaka but SportPesa.
Yes, SportPesa.
Yeah, so at that time tulikuwa tunatumia match sheet and it was really professional. Like before the game, 1 hour before the game, you get a mail, umepata match sheet. So it would be easier to track some of these players and some of these games. But after that, it kind of died off. I think money was a problem. But with BetKing coming on board, I think a boost. There's a presence on social media. And it's not only FKF Premier League. There's also Gor Mahia and Sofapaka who have been unveiling players. And if they unveil a player, you get a player has been tagged on that post. And if you click on that player, unapata the account has been created just the other day ama yesterday. So pia hao wametry.
Nasema player maze wako dedicated social media bana. Dedicated and focused to honing their craft. They are not busy here.
Hapana. And one thing listen, one thing I have to put out there.
Umeona simu Mungu bana kuja hapa kwa show. Kuna simu hii timu yako hiyo wazito bana. Unasema nini wewe?
But listen maze.
Wakenya wana smartphone unacheza bana.
Eli, hizi Twitter handle pia zinafaa kuwa professional because ilikuwa naona nini tutahandle Tobias Otieno man. Anaitwa sijui Otieno 07 sijui nini.
You are big.
How do you expect me to find Tobias Otieno on Twitter if his Twitter handle is Otieno at sijui.
Yeah, it should be
his names man and be creative.
Sasa unaweza pata funding wandike proposal do your training because you're very active on Twitter.
Guys, if you need a social media handle set up, reach out to me at Imran Otieno. Email yangu pia Eli ataika kwa description, but since yeye ni hater anajua atapass that. Sasa si ataika kwa description.
Tuone pia kama yeye ni Imran 005
Hapana.
Akona hiyo 60 hapo. Kwa hiyo email address.
Hebu ambie kwanza email yangu inakaa unaijua.
Si imran60@gmail.com.
Ndio hiyo. If you want to set up a social media ukidai ni run, hata kama ni Bidco mkidai ni run social media account yenu, ndio hiyo nishawapatia email.
Anaitwa Ian, haitwi Imran. Ian. Alidanganya bati ni Imran.
Siku moja nitawaambia malio jina Ian ilitoka, but since this is a football podcast, let's turn to the fixtures.
So we will be bringing an affidavit for Imran, Ian to sign here on the show in front of all of you so much.
Ni vile leo niko mic, tungekusanitize. But anyway, kuna fixtures za moto hapo, kuna FC Western Stima
FC Western Stima
I think the last 7 games FC imeshinda only one fixture against Stima.
Another big game is Sofapaka versus KCB. It's not big in terms of the fans, but it's big in terms of the players. Apana sai Sofapaka with the way they have signed. I think they've strengthened in
that's a topic that's coming.
That is coming. We're going to talk about Sofapaka. They have done some brilliant business.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed. Sofapaka wananunua Kenyan International. Hey, that's unheard of, bana.
Stick around to
Kenyan International being signed by Sofapaka. That is good business by President.
Yeah, stick around to get more on that. But I saw the first 5 fixtures and nika analyze maze KCB, Sofapaka and Tusker. They have really tough fixtures, and I know guys have roped in.
You're forgetting Bidco United. There's somebody wants to get to Bidco relegated within the first 5 games.
Yeah, Bidco is also there. Na pia mafans wa Gor walikuwa wanataka sana Wazito ikuwe part of their first 5 fixtures. So I don't know, but fixture ishatoka and Mashemeji Derby.
But of course, those are the fixtures you have to know when the fixtures are released. Unatafuta Mashemeji kwa 6th of March 2021.
Yeah, that's just
man.
That's
yeah, unfortunately I don't. Yeah,
that's 2 days. That's 2 days to end.
Yeah, will even be the same length as Imran by then.
ukitumia mbolea yangu. Sawa.
Kujia pass papers ndakupatia.
Kama mbolea yangu. Unajua mbolea yangu imefanya nimenywele.
But anyway, that's 2 days after Ellie's birthday, before Ellie's birthday. Yeah, so Mashemeji Derby is 6th March. Then the return leg is March 23rd.
It's May.
May.
Yeah, May 23rd there. Yeah.
And I think pia May around 6th itakuwa the I don't know, Slam Derby. Sharks versus Mathare.
It's going to be very interesting to see how the season is going to end. If the Mashemeji Derby is going to be towards the end of the season, and knowing Gor Mahia as it is right now, and maybe FC will be at the top, it's going to be a very feisty encounter.
I think it's important for us any Kenya Premier League club looking to bolster their ranks with a fullback / good decent utility player. Imran Otieno told me that he's trying to get back into the game, you know.
Okay, I didn't specify which game. Yangu ni 4x6, so
Tuachie hapo. Guys, there's a Facebook post which was made by the communications officer, which was posted by the communications officer of Simba, Haji Manara, the very vocal,
outspoken
officer of Simba SE,
Mwekundu wa Msimbazi,
the champions of the Tanzanian Premier League, and he was requesting that the Kenyan Federation and Tanzanian Federation organize a friendly between Tanzania and Kenya. And wanyonge wetu bana. Mbona tucheze na wao? What's the point of playing with Tanzania?
You know, if I think of Haji Manara, I can't fail to think of Cholo back in campus. For guys who don't know, Cholo was a Tanzanian. He used to play for our team in Daystar. And we a game mob, and we used to argue a lot with Cholo. And Cholo was similar to Haji Manara, as in he can make a lizard sound like a dragon, man. Anaweza chocha, yani kitu ikwe, he blows things out of proportion. Tanzania is nowhere close to Kenyan football. Tuliwapiga AFCON, walibahatika kufunga bao 2.
Hatuwatambui.
Kitu tu anatushinda hapo ni fan base, but your fan base you're working on it. This
fan
season
base ni ya timu mbili peke yake ndio tumekam ku discover. Ni ya Simba na ni ya Yanga. Azam haina mafans.
Hakuna juice tu.
Juice tu na Study nayo iko fit.
Lakini kuna Biashara United bana. Nimeona wako na mafan. Kuna fan fulani wa timu nyingine aliingilia Josh.
Wawekezaji kona. Your Biashara United ya Tanzania is being coached by a Kenyan, Baraza.
And it also has another Kenyan at fullback, Bolton Mwenga.
Wanacheza ball. Ukitaka kupata pesa fit, sure bet. Enda pale.
Lakini yali mlikuja hapa siku nyingine na Reba na Singida ilikuwa na 26. Ukasema mazee hii Singida haiwezi. Singida inashinda game 2-0.
Singida alikuwa relegated.
26. That's the reason why tulisema hawezi. Only ilikuwa 26 bana, no wako wameshinda game, but yeah. So
but Tanzania versus Kenya, what would your prediction be on the scoreline?
Bwana Samata.
Mbona bana hawezi bana, tumemcheki.
Acha bana, acha siasa.
By the way, ilikuwa kuongea kuhusu Mbona Samata.
Mbona Samata apigi.
Ameenda Fenerbahce na anafunga mabao, Aston Villa hizi kufunga mabao.
Wanyama alicheza Premier League, alifanya maneno pale Southampton.
Yeah, exactly, you can't compare because Wanyama is a cut above Bwana Samata.
We have the best striker in Africa, in Michael Olunga. Yeah. So
Nole mtu wenu wa Jongo Ping.
Jongo Ping, hapana.
Eric Yohana. But speaking on Eric Yohana, Maze, it was an awkward post by Yohana. I wish AFC Leopards a good season ahead of the start of the 2020-2021 season.
Having come up to the ranks in
Mathare
United, I was quite surprised.
And having the name Omondi.
Hapana, but
don't do that. Don't into that. Don't do that.
I mean, mesema tu having the name Omondi.
What does Omondi have to do with football? That's my problem with these Gor Mahia fans.
Hapana, mimi nimesema mimi sija go into nitty-gritties. Wewe unadijazia. Meaning is internal. Meaning is internal.
But we all know like it's
labda dream yake ilikuwa kucheza FC.
Ukizaliwa Nyanza.
Labda aliona ile mumia
lakini ukizaliwa Nyanza ushabatizwa ni mfano goal already.
English.
Weka bet. I'm just saying. Nakubali na so aseme ndio mjomba. Na ndio hiyo bet imeingiana.
Tukianza kuongea English bana atakuwa.
Bana, wewe utakuwa na ile Swahili ya course.
Gani?
Ile ujesikia
Mwanangu
kitabu.
vipi?
Hiyo bro anamwambia bwana, bet tunamuelezea na bet. Cheze.
Unajua Tanzania Premier League inaitwaje? Ligi kuu la bara. Community Shield inaitwa Community Shield. Inaitwa ngao ya jamii.
Check us out like.
Well, the transfer window is not yet closed in the FKF Premier League. We've been seeing some teams still sign, and Zoya Sugar has been signing players. But what has really caught our eye this week is Sofapaka. The kind of signings these guys are making. Mike Kibwage, Kenyan international. Lawrence Juma, Lawi, Kenyan international. These are marquee signings, man. These are marquee signings. I mean, taking Lawi from Gor Mahia to Sofapaka.
Let me just put it out there. Chelsea
anatoka Mpate, anatoka Arsenal and Everton.
Listen, I'd say Sofapaka is
You're looking for me. You're looking for me. I'm not going to give you that
about.
Utanipata. Unanitafuta sana.
Sofapaka is the FKF Premier League's Chelsea.
Yes.
They've signed a good number of players, and for me, that was what I was saying in terms of doing business. Don't sign bulk of players, sign 11 players. Sign 5 quality players like Sofapaka did.
7 players now.
Yeah, and I think around those 7, 5 are quality. There's Kiongera, there's Royo Kal, there's Kevin Omondi Saha, the goalkeeper, Lawi, and Kibwage now.
Yeah.
Those are 5 good players who will walk straight into your starting 11. And Sofapaka last season, they were not bad. And if you remember, I think in January they signed 11 players again.
Yeah.
And they learned from it because most of those 11 players didn't make it to the first 11. Hakuna impact on make in the club. Sign 5 quality players who will walk into your first 11 and big title contenders. Hapana, hao ni cats. But anyway, I think now the pressure now falls to John Baraza, because as you've seen, the reason why I said they're Chelsea is because
don't say the pressure, use a bigger word. The owners now is on John Baraza.
Okay, the owners now is on John Baraza.
Nani alisemaje?
Nani?
Gavana wa Kakamega. Oparanya.
Hiyo tutaingilia.
Okay.
Yeah, kuna our show is not being uploaded in the watershed period, so we can't The reason why I said the Sofapaka at Chelsea is because they're being bankrolled by billionaire man Abramovich. Sofapaka is also being bankrolled by, I don't know if he's reached the billionaire status, but he's quite wealthy, one of the wealthiest owners in the Kenya Premier League, Eli Kalekwa. And he's been signing players since 2009 when they won the league, but they haven't been able to replicate that success. But I think these 2 signings, they make a statement, and he wants to go for the title. And we won't mention the figures, but hey man, these guys have gotten huge bonuses from their signings, and in terms of the sign-on fee, it's
like what?
More than 2 million.
Who got that?
No, we're not gonna.
We're not going to go into details, but their latest signings.
We don't have the exact details, but tunasikia tu rumors here and there.
Rumors are spreading.
See this Jango.
Rumors are going.
Yeah, and vile tulisema Sofapaka in the first 5 fixtures, man, they have a tough fixture. I think wanapata na Gor, Wazito, KCB. Yeah, so I think wanaanza na KCB if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, they're starting with no. Wanaanza KCB.
Yeah, so Kibwage he'll be facing a familiar foe in the first fixture.
Imagine. I want to see how he performs in that fixture. But what we need to also know is that Sofapaka won't be playing their home games at the Narok Stadium where they were playing last season. They'll be playing their home games in Taita Taveta County. Now, guys.
Let me laugh.
Laugh because you have a history in that stadium.
You
have a history in that
stadium. It's you.
No,
it's
you have a history in that
Apana. Ebu ambie your story.
Tutaongea your story baadaye.
You know you really like folk tales. Please just mute it. I feel like this story needs to come out. You're saying Elijah has a history.
Kuna tulipigishwa Masingi. Huko ilikuwa inaitwa Motate. Masingi mpaka
Motate United.
Leo mtatafuta hiyo ball mpaka nywele yako ime.
I played there. It's the field where you go around some chasms.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's wide.
Amazing.
And I played there when it was wet.
No, and then the grass is good.
And it's actually renovated by the Taveta County government, so it's going to have stands. And I really like the weather there.
Getting there, it takes long.
Yeah, you wind up a hill.
At least now football is being spread to other counties.
It's devolved now.
So, which is good.
Yeah, but anyway, acha Eli amekata kuambia hiyo story. We went to play Motata United in that stadium. And Eli alianza hiyo game, and for me coach decided kunieka kwa bench.
You know the best players are always saved to last.
But anyway, hiyo game tulikimbizwa, man, those guys are fit. And actually I say karibu apige FC Leopards. I think it was the Shield. I think last season or 2 seasons ago. So all tutembeza, then Eli akakuja kwa bench. Hey coach bana. Coach Imran bana. Ingiza. Sasa nilikuwa kwa bench mazoea wasikia kucheka lakini
this noise has been making na upigi.
No, true story. And actually there was someone who substituted after 22 minutes in that game.
It was not Elijah.
I mean to the 90, bro. The best players were to the 90.
Yeah, so that stadium
Game ilishaja.
Game is like
2-0 I think.
Mulishindwa.
Yeah, walitupiga. But that's a good stadium. Yeah, it's good for the fans who are traveling. Utaona a lot of things.
It's a very beautiful place.
Hang boots na
hang boots bana.
And actually, Sofapaka have a partnership with the government, county government.
Yeah.
I think they are being paid a sum if they play their home matches there. And also, I think it's a good boost to the Taveta County government because for you to play in that stadium, you can't travel from Kisumu to play in that stadium. You have to camp there, I think, for 2-3 days, then play, which is business for Taveta.
My fans pia watakuwa wanakuja huko. You can imagine FC and Gor Mahia fans coming there. It's good business for them.
Yeah. So, Tembea Kenya.
Alright, that's the end of the local edition. Make sure you watch the international edition.
Watu waregi.